Just a little bit. We share that emotion. That
I like the Peach matchup, so whatever.
I love the Peach matchup too. I'm just happy that someone can one-shot.
It's like, here's a taste of your own medicine. All right,
this
so
will be a slower. Okay.
Well,
that's unfortunate.
Well, that's not a good way to start out. But hopefully Lief-X can kind of bring it back. He seemed to laugh it off. Maybe he has composure with it. He knows that he can get one rest, and then it'll be evened up. So we'll see what he can do.
Yes, Peach also doesn't have great rest punishes.
Yeah.
That is an issue she has.
I mean, like, if you look at something like Armada, who's played against Puff with Peach before, he optimizes it as well as he can, like down tilt into turn up, and like that gets some damage, but it's not like the most reliable thing.
No.
If you saw, if
what you want to do is pull a bomb every single time.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the optimal punish, I guess. Just, you know, a little bit of RNG here and there. Okay.
Seeing a lot of down smash, I guess that makes sense. That's probably one of his best grounded options to like get her off stage and do some untradeable damage. Beautiful Nair.
Despite the SD, like Lief-X did put on some percent, so maybe he does like have some knowledge in this matchup. I mean, he has Jam Run in this area, so perhaps he gets some experience with him.
Seeing a lot of just barely spacing in between Lief-X's areas.
Yeah.
Keeping the pressure on too, keeping Puff guessing. You'll notice that he's throwing out a few more moves than he'd probably like to.
Oh yeah.
To try to scare off the Peach.
Like, I mean, like, you really have to respect Puff. Yeah. A lot, and for obvious reasons. So, you know, you gotta ensure that your spaces
that don't have shines or guns.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
I mean, like if these characters had shines, maybe I'd play them, but they don't. And if they fell and were from space, then I would play them. But fortunately, they don't, so I don't really play them. Do you remember when I started out, I was a Puff main?
I don't remember, I'm afraid.
Good. It wasn't a good time in my life. My Puff was awful.
That wasn't a stitch, was it?
Very nice. So, Lief-X, getting off some good spacing. He's improved a lot since I've last seen him. He's actually been playing this game.
Crouch cancel down smash, even good against Puff.
Yep, very good. Deox seems to be having pretty good stage control in this matchup and like being very reserved with his punishes. I think he really took advantage of that Lief-X SD'd for the first stock. So
one of the issues that
that shield is looking mighty small.
That people have against Peach is that she can force some pretty silly trades after a while. If she has a percentage lead on you, she can just keep snowballing by crouch canceling and winning on moves by like naring after hits and stuff.
She's very well known for having great trade games, so don't really want to trade with her.
And it's very interesting how well he's chasing Lief-X around,
quite
cornering him rather, her being Puff. Puff is female, right? Like the character of Pokemon is female.
I think so.
It's supposed to be the one from the show, right?
I would say so. Like if that's the case. It's weird when people say that like call Pichu she, and it's confusing for me. I'm like I consider Pichu a dude for some reason.
You know, I don't really gender any of the Pokemon.
That's why I don't. Interesting. The default Puff, like if you switch between colors, it's a slightly different shade. So that's my theory, that each different shade is a different gender.
Why would a different shade be a different gender? Where would that come from?
I don't know. Just like a slight difference, maybe they're a different Puff. Who knows?
Maybe they have different complexions. Maybe it's different makeup. Alright, so Pokemon. That's exciting.
Very much
so this was Brody's counterpick, Lief-X's counterpick.
I fully agree. I think Puff's aerial mobility helps her get across the stage faster than Peach's. And this is generally not considered a great Peach stage. And also, his rest can kill off the top a lot easier and off the sides. So I agree with this counterpick.
I don't think he was scared about rest kill percents, to be honest.
Honestly, that's not the point. Either way, I feel like the aerial mobility more benefits Puff on the stage than Peach. Okay.
Playing a very smart, patient game. I love it.
Yeah. People don't appreciate floating matchups, but they do have their benefits compared to other ones. Like, even though they're not as fast-paced, they have a lot more little intricacies that you might miss if you're just watching it with a macro mindset.
Beautiful edge guard.
Yeah.
Will he get this,
a lot better. Oh, no.
Oh, just barely missed spaces.
Ooh, the dot face, though. Okay, very nice pound to trade. Gets him up top. You do not... The thing about melee, you don't want to be over your opponent, vice versa. Well, you kind of want to be under your opponent so you can, you know, punish them accordingly. Because getting down is really hard in this game.
Nice snare.
So they're both kind of at kill
I think
level.
he's running about of jumps. As a matter of fact.
Yep, out.
Yep, that's it.
Audi 5000. All right, sweet back air. Very nice. All right, so we are even stock. Looking pretty good for both players. Could easily be done from both sides. But Deox playing very patient with these turn-ups. I wouldn't want to respect that because, you know, she could pull out something a lot more devastating than a regular turn-up. But I feel like Lief-X can use like his aerial mobility to sort of go in a bit more and like get around those turn-ups, especially if he's just spamming them in that sense. Side B to rest actually kind of works on bad DI. So maybe he might try going for that as well. Nice back air. Okay. Lief-X is spacing Deox out a lot better this game than the last. I fully agree with his counter pick to Stadium.
Plus, it's a much more level map because he did, you know, SD at the very start.
Yes. It does help quite a bit.
This game is not looking quite as silly.
Yeah. It was quite silly last one. But it's looking a lot closer. Very respectable from both sides. Ooh. That would have been cool.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just got right under her radar.
Turn up to forward air doesn't really work that well at Hypersense, but he came up with another follow-up anyways, so I forget that's a move.
It's so freaky.
It's scary. Where did she tiptoed from? Where is he?
He doesn't look happy.
He doesn't look happy to take damage.
Like
he's like, no,
yeah,
put me
he
away.
looks like he doesn't even want to be there.
Like, cause you know he knows what's gonna happen. She's like using her citizens as a shield to protect her, and that's not how you want to lead. I feel like that's very like Tyrant-esque.
Yeah, but he seems fine. He doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel bad. Anyways, I feel like Lief-X can use up air to kill at this percent, so maybe you should fish for that a bit more, and if he can space out, like, right there, he could have done it, and she would have died. At that percent on this stage, for sure. Okay, angling the
that
shield down.
low angled shield.
Yeah, that was scary.
Okay, we take those.
I saw that from a mile away. I don't know why he reacted to that.
He
threw it away.
it.
What a guy.
What a G.
What a guy.
I think he might have thrown that first one, not even noticing.
Navy. He's like, I don't need this.
Only two things in this universe are infinite: human stupidity and the hitbox on Peach's Parasol.
Yep.
I'm not. Oh no, I messed that up. I messed that joke up. Dang.
Yeah. Fox McCloud is a good character.
Fox is a good character. Let's tell 20XX memes.
Yes, 20XX memes.
That's what the
don't.
Screen needs.
Yeah, exactly. Just when two floaties are on screen, talk about how good Fox is.
Yeah.
All right.
So I stand corrected. It looks like Peach can actually.
She actually does have, once she spaces out, she can kill Puff. It's just a lot tougher on her part than on Puff's.
Just needs to wait for the openings, honestly. A missed aerial like that, she can just ride in, cleave right through with a nice long, persistent nair.
Deox was playing very safe
throughout
the set, so see what happens. It's
very good player, honestly. I'm impressed.
Yeah. I mean, he's beaten Frog, and Frog is the best player of all time, so, you know, very impressive. Never forget everyone. Oh, another one.
Another Stitch.
Another one.
That's a Peach superpower. Off the top.
All right,
well
great
played.
set by both players, and very good job. For next time, I feel like Puffs in this matchup really need to utilize up air because it kills a lot earlier than back air in some instances.
I don't play the character, but I'd assume it's kind of hard for her to get underneath because Peach can keep up with her in air speed and then just like slap her or something.
Yeah.
Fair.
There were just a few instances
I don't know.
where
I bet
he used up air instead, and it would have killed her. So,
all right, awesome.
My hair is
exciting. We have a Coastward versus Kage the Warrior.
Is this the second money match? He's just doing Ganon money matches all day. He did it with Nun earlier.
Who won?
Nun 3-2.
That's good. Good job, Nun.
Putting on his waifu's tag.
Yeah.
Garen Logan was